Hi, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel, and it is technically the middle of week 2. We're just going to call this my week 2 vlog for Camp Nanowrimo. Technically, my first vlog was like the first week and a half, and now I'm doing Monday to Sunday type of vlogs. So that's what you're getting from me right now. Week 1, if you saw my previous video, did not go as planned, but week 1 also deals with a huge US holiday, which I live in the US, so the 4th of July is huge here. Most people have big barbecues, or they go swimming, pool parties, and we had a party with the friends on the Saturday, the 3rd, and then the 4th we went swimming at another friend's house, and then the 5th we took as a recovery day, and the 5th is the only day that I actually did any writing. So after having a writing conference this past weekend on Saturday and yesterday, I'm feeling really good. I felt like I learned a lot from the sessions that I joined in on, and I feel like I can tackle this week. So technically I'm only at 2,577 words for the month, and I'm trying to write 40,000 words for the month. So technically, if I write every day until July 31st, I need to write 1,871 words according to the Nano site. I don't know how accurate that is. I'm hoping that is accurate. But I'm hoping to at least have a couple really good days like I did last Monday, which was the 2,500 words. If I can have a couple 2,500 word days, that would be spectacular. And if I can even get maybe close to a 5,000 word day, that would be awesome. I have hit a 5,000 word day before. I think my highest word count day has been like 6,700 or something. So obviously I'd like to surpass that one day, but I'm not going to make that my goal this year. This year I just want to be able to finish my goal. I know in my last vlog I said it's okay to change your word count goal for the camps because you're allowed to. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to give myself till like the 25th of this month, and if by that time I can clearly see that I'm not going to be able to hit 40,000, then maybe I will change it, but I'm going to try my hardest not to have to get there. So today I have to, sorry, my contacts are bugging me. My allergies are so bad. Today I have to do a little bit of planning and updating in my bullet journal. I decided to dedicate a whole journal, like bullet journal, to Project Violet, which is what I'm working on. So I'm hoping to get this situated. This I'm just calling my book notes, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna put in it yet, but if you have any ideas or examples of what you guys do with your journals for your projects, let me know, because I feel like I'm always wanting to do it, and just so that I can have like my stuff all in one place rather than in 50,000 different notebooks and computer documents. How do you guys tackle them? I'm always curious, and I'm always trying to find the best way for me, and I know there's a lot of trial and error with that, but sometimes it's hard for me to even come up with like what to do for my journals, because I kind of need examples sometimes. I get a lot of inspiration when I'm doing my own, like my book bullet journal. I get a lot of inspiration on, you know, Pinterest and on Instagram of there's so many people who actually do like reading bullet journals, and so there's a lot of inspiration that I can, you know, feed off of, but I don't see a whole lot of that for writers. So I'm curious to know if you do a journal or a bullet journal of some sort for your writing and how that looks for you. I'll probably do like a YouTube search and see if there's any new ones, because I remember looking, I think last year, when I started my author bujo, which I still have. I haven't really done a whole lot, but this is more like for stats. So like I have a future log, which obviously is null and void now because it's July, and this I started last July. So I'm gonna have to make a new one of those. And clearly you can see I did not do a whole lot of writing last year. And I have to update this, but like I really liked this. Like this one I use more for like my stats. So, and here's like my social media stats, which I also have to update. Some growth trackers, a whip master list. I know, work in progress, but I call it a whip. Goal 1 tasks. This was from last July. And then every month, which it didn't happen every month, but like this is from August. I did a sprint tracker. So I'll do a sprint tracker every month and then a daily word count graph every month. Clearly I either stopped or I didn't write a whole lot. Probably a little bit of both, because I haven't gotten back into my like writing kind of swing. This pandemic has really faltered my creativity. So then every month, this is what like a month spread would look like for me. I would have like a cute little doodle page, and then just this really simple, like if there's any important things happening on this day, and then my goals for the month, and then this cute little calendar thing. And I do this for my reading bullet journal too, and my reading bullet journal, in here I put a dot on the days that I finish a book. So I think what I wanted to start doing for this calendar thing is to put a dot on the days that I did writing. And I think I did start doing that. Oh, so then when it hit 2021, here's my 2021 goals that I never finished writing in. Clearly I am lacking on this, but this is every day that I wrote. So as you can see, I have not written a whole lot. Granted, I haven't updated anything since February, it looks like, on that. But I did see in February start putting stars on the days that I wrote. So then it goes from February to April, because I completely skipped March, apparently. And that's where I left off. So I have a lot of updating for that to do. So thoughts, ideas, how can I make this simpler, or what should I even include in these book note journals? I'm really curious to know if any of you do that. It is Monday, July 12th, and I'm gonna start writing now. Hello, it is Tuesday, July 13th, and I actually have done some writing so far. It's actually the evening right now. I just put the kids to bed, and earlier this afternoon I wrote about 3,000 words, which Sounds like a lot, however, a lot of it was like my pre-writing, so it was more along the lines of I had a whole bunch of pre-written stuff and I was editing it and adding more description and whatnot to it. So a lot less work than actually writing for the first time type of thing. But I'm almost done with all of my pre-writing stuff, so I think either tonight or tomorrow will be like fresh first words ever type of thing. So I'm a little nervous for that. Earlier today, I listened to the 2 episodes that Brandon Sanderson has on plotting, and I feel like it helped me a little bit. He said something that really resonated with me. Let me grab my notebook. He said plot archetypes are more about what type of emotions you want your readers to evoke and how to get there. And then plot structures are pretty much the basic steps and like the foundation blocks of getting your story done and getting it, to the end. But he stressed that you don't need to become a slave to a plot structure. And I liked how he was talking about how he will pick out, since he writes, epic fantasy fiction, there's a few different plot lines or story arcs within his stories, and I'm pretty sure that's how mine's gonna be. And he'll pick out a few plot archetypes and he'll strip it down, and he'll use that more of a, like, I don't know if he actually uses a structure at all, but he'll use like the bare bones of the plot archetype of it. And I think that's probably what I need to do, because I feel like I love plot structure and I love plotting, but I feel like I get stuck in a trap, and I have a feeling it's because plot structure is so rigid and it makes you feel like you need to stick to each story beat, and in reality not every story is going to have the same beats. So that part about plot in his lectures on YouTube, which I'll link down below, they're fantastic. This part about plot archetypes and plot structures and not becoming a slave to a plot structure really, really resonated with me. So I'm really happy that I listened to that. I'm gonna probably listen to some of the world building episodes that he has soon, but I'm kind of in like the writing mood to where I want to finish typing out all of the pre-written stuff that I have and expand on that, just so that I can finally start putting in some fresh new words and do some fresh new scenes. Overall, total word count I currently have is 5,735 words, according to my Word document. And I'm super excited. Technically today, to be day 13, I'm supposed to be at 16,000. Clearly that's not going to happen today because there's no way that I'm going to be able to write a 16,000 word day. I lied, I already had 2,500. So there's no way that I'm going to be writing a 14,000 word day. But I'm going to try and do as much as I can today. I've already surpassed the goal that I wanted for today anyways. I was hoping to hit about 2,000 or 2,500, and I've already surpassed that, so I'm just gonna keep like pushing myself and see how much I can write tonight. But yeah, so that was just my quick update for you. Hello! So today is Thursday. I did not do anything yesterday. I ran some errands and then had lunch with one of my friends, and then in the evening I went out to go see one of my good friends who I haven't seen in like 19 months. She lives in Florida, and this was her first trip back to Chicago in 19 months because, you know, of the pandemic and everything. So I finally got to see her and it was so nice. So yesterday was kind of like a off day for writing stuff. Today I got my new notebook. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of stickers on it, make it decorative, and figure out how I'm gonna use this. I kind of want to use it. I haven't decided if I want to make this just like a journal and then have this, I don't know. I need to figure out what I'm doing. But I like that this is thinner and like not as heavy, and it's just a bit smaller, but it's still big. So I don't know what I'm doing yet. But the kids are in the living room playing, making lots of noise. Oh, the other thing is, on my Instagram yesterday morning, I posted a story talking about favorite writing programs. I think I'm gonna do a video where I go through some, because there was one that was mentioned to me that was completely new to me, and sorry, I need the blue light for the computer. But then you can't really see. Okay. There was one that was mentioned to me that was completely new to me, and it's called Living Writer. So I'm gonna do like the free trial, and I'm gonna go through it and see what I like about it and whatnot. So I haven't decided if I'm just gonna do that in the vlog here, or if I'm gonna do like a separate video where I go through different writing programs. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that. But that's all I got right now. Hello! So I just realized that I never did like any kind of closing in this writing vlog, and I don't even know how much I actually wrote this week, because I did a lot of work in my notebook, which I just set up. I'm trying something new. I am not a full plotter, but not a pantser. I cannot pants for the life of me, but I'm trying to figure out what my best plotting way is, and I feel like if I overplot, I don't get any writing done, and if I don't plot at all, I don't get any writing done. So I'm trying this new thing where I'm gonna call this my outlining journal, my outlining notebook. I think I'm going to do this for every single book that I do, and I'm gonna put it in here, and then anything else I'll put in a different notebook. I think this is going to be strictly just for getting my thoughts out, and getting an outline kind of thing together. I'm not sure. That might change. Who knows? So what I've done is I have written the project, and then like I did like a little working type of blurb because I suck at blurbs. I wrote out all the characters that I can think of, and then like this, what I'm working on is a series, so I'm just doing like a series brain dump type of thing, and here are like the relationships, and then I get into like the world building. So there are 7 kingdoms in this series, so I wrote out each kingdom and what their palace name is called, the color that they're associated with, the powers that they're associated with, and who their current rulers are. So what this actually helped me do is, so before doing this, I knew what the kingdom was called, what the palace was called, and what their color, what colors they're known for, and what powers they're known for, but I didn't know the geography of it, which was also another thing that I added that I forgot to say earlier. And I didn't know every single name for the rulers and like their successors. So I knew like the core 6 and like their families, because this book has 6 main points of view, which is, I know, insane, but that's what it is. But I didn't know any of like the secondary kind of characters, so I was able to get all of that down. I have a name for every ruler for every kingdom, and they're either spouse, so if it's like a king and they have a spouse, I would say who their spouse is, and then who their children are. Or like one of them, the king is a younger guy because both his parents died, and so he took over. He's probably gonna be like in his low 20s, and so he doesn't have a spouse yet, but he has his 2 brothers, so I have that written down. I also added the geography to each of these kingdoms, and that I think is really helping too, because I didn't really have an idea of what the geography was going to be for these kingdoms, so that's really cool. And then I decided to do like a theme/genres page. So like for the whole of the series, I'm using one of the genres from this, which is Monster in the House, which is typically for like thrillers and everything, but for Monster in the House, based off of the Save the Cat Writes novel, is a hero or group of heroes must overcome some kind of monster, supernatural or not, in some kind of enclosed setting or limited circumstances, and someone is usually responsible for bringing the monster into being. And I feel like that really works well as like the overall series arc, or not arc, but like series genre, because there is a beast like character that has come into fruition by one of the antagonists. And so I felt like that just like fit perfectly. And then for all the individual books, I didn't really write down what the genre would be. But for book 1, the main themes are going to be forgiveness and redemption, and the retellings that I'm putting is Frozen meets Thor / Loki. And then so I did that with like book 2, 3, 4, and 5, because I think this is going to be a 5-book series. And what I basically did was the main thing that needs to happen in that book, or like, yeah, the main thing that's happening in that book. So like book 1, it's going to be like the sister's resolution. Book 2, it's going to be something about one of the other characters. And then I put like the theme and the retellings. I haven't figured out the theme or retellings for any of the other books. I left those blank for right now, but it felt good to at least like get it started. And then the tone / mood / vibes that I've got for Project Violet is it's dark yet whimsical, foreboding yet hopeful, sarcastic and violent, but there's a lot of growth and change. And what I literally wrote is Frozen meets Thor / Loki meets ACOTAR meets Truth Witch. So mix all of that together and you got Project Violet. And then what I did was I wrote down a list of possible retellings. I can show you that. So I wrote those down. And then after that, I started going through all like the romance beats. Now I'm doing it all in one romancing the beat outline type thing, but some of these I think are going to be shown in other series, because the first book is not going to be a complete love story of all 3 of these relationships. It'll be like a happily for now type of situation for one of them, and we'll still see them in the rest of the series, but then book 2 will focus on the other relationship to get to like their happily for now. And I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. So I have written down a sentence or 2, literally a sentence or 2, okay, not big at all, about each of the beat points in this. I haven't finished. I am on the midpoint of love. I have the midpoint of love for one more character, and then I have to finish, let's see, that would be, so once I finish the midpoint of love for this last relationship, then I'm going to be on phase 3. So I have half of the romance beats done, but like I said before, not all of these are going to be in book 1. They're going to be sprinkled throughout the whole series. So after I finish the rest of the romance beats, I'm going to then go ahead and do a beat sheet of Save the Cat Writes a Novel for book 1. And then I'm gonna get back into writing. And then once I'm done writing the first draft of this, then I'm going to go ahead and go back into this notebook and do the same thing for book 2. So that is where I'm at. Project wise for words, like I said, I don't remember exactly how many words I wrote, but I can tell you what my current count is, which is very little because I've been working on this notebook. And I'm happy that I've been working on this notebook because it's been helping me like think of scenes and everything. So it's not like I haven't been doing work on this project. I have. It's just not everything is typing the first draft. So as of right now, I have 6,118 words in my draft 1 of Project Violet. I'm hoping to be done with the romance beats and the Save the Cat beats by tonight so that tomorrow I can get back into the writing portion of this, but that's going to be part of this week's vlog. I just wanted to do like a quick closing because I don't remember the last time I even did a clip for you guys. But yeah, so that is what I'm working on. That's basically it. I've also been kind of trying out different writing programs, but honestly, there's not one writing software that has everything that I want and need. Scrivener has a lot of it. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just like trying out a whole bunch of different things to see if I like any other writing softwares. If you have a recommendation, let me know down below. But it's like so stressful because I love the drafting portion of Scrivener, but like Novelpad, I don't like drafting in that one, but I like their character section. Their character section, if you put down like their name and like all of their nicknames, it'll show you how many chapters that character is in, and so like how many words you have written for that character. So I really like that. No other program has that I've seen. So I wish it was part of Scrivener, I guess, because Scrivener has pretty much everything that I really, really want. But then again, Campfire, you can like do like your whole like a Bible of sorts. Like you can have all your characters in there. You can have all of your settings, all of your like relationship webs. There's so much in Campfire that I like, but I don't like the drafting portion of it. It bugs me that you can't see it all in one thing, so you have to go to each scene, and it doesn't tell you the word count. So, I mean, it tells you the word count of something on your dashboard, but like if you go to a specific scene, it doesn't tell you the word count for that. Unless I'm missing something. I could totally be blind and like be missing something. But so then I'm tried recently. So then someone on Instagram mentioned that they like Living Writer. So I'm currently doing a free trial. I think I have like 6 days left of my free trial. I like it, but I don't. I like that it kind of shows you the story elements, and no, I don't know. I have to fool around with it. I like it, but I don't like it, is basically what I'm coming up with right now. I was talking to my friend Katrina because, I mean, she has the same problem sometimes where we like certain things from certain programs. So I was telling her I want Scrivener, but with like the simplicity that Living Writer is showing. Like, I just want it to be just a little bit more simplified looking, because Scrivener can be very overwhelming and can be it can be like a learning curve. But I want like the character portion from Novelpad, because I really like that Novelpad shows how many chapters that character is either in or is mentioned in. And I really, really like that, because I feel like that can tell me like who I'm focusing on and the most, and who needs more scenes, like who needs to be sprinkled into the story more than, you know, say another character. So I really, really like that feature on Novelpad, but I don't like drafting in Novelpad at all. I just don't like it. I did try just going back to good old Microsoft Word, and it felt good to do some drafting in that. But again, I want more elements than just the drafting portion. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. I don't know. So if you have any suggestions on different writing programs or what works best for you, let me know down below. Let me know how your camp is going if you're participating in camp. Let me know how your project is going if you're not participating in camp but still writing. Or just let me know how you are. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. It really does help support my channel. And if you're not a subscriber and you would like to be a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And I would love you and appreciate you forever. But until next time, happy writing!